Ollie asked to come and see Mandy and I, and we kind of knew what was on the cards. And when he came into the room, he sat down with that expectation, thinking, come on then, hurry up, get it out. And he asked us, and we both obviously said yes. And he said those words, I felt it was the right thing to do. And you don't hear that very often. And the very fact that he thought it was the right thing to do told me that he would always do the right thing by Abby. And that's, as a parent, all you need to know. I think Abby has chosen wisely, and welcome to the family. There are two women in Abby's life that have made her the woman she is today. They're the ones that have guided her and been there for her. There are people in here that went to school with her that saw her endure the operations. And her mum never left her side. In fact, there had to be 3 other members of the family to even drag her away from the bed. She slept with her and next to her every night of those days that Abby went through, and Mandy was there all the time. And a little bit later on, another one came along. Faith has looked after her sister ever since. They might bicker, they might argue, but there is nobody that would protect her more than anyone in this room, including me.
Matthew and Mandy, thank you for raising such a kind, caring, compassionate and beautiful daughter. You must both be so proud of her and everything that she is. Mandy, it feels like I've been your son-in-law for much longer than just a few hours. The first day I met you, you treated me like family, and it made me feel so welcome ever since. And Matthew, I will never forget the day I asked you if I could marry Abby. You said some words that will stay with me forever. She's been through a lot in her life, but you make her happy, and that's all that matters. I hope that since then, I've continued to make her happy, and I hope I continue to do so for the rest of our lives.
I've been asked a few times in the lead up to today whether I was surprised that Ollie picked me as his best man. My ego usually responds to this first with something like, no, I'm a legend. Meanwhile, the mathematician in me is thinking something like, well, there are only 6 of us on the stag do, including Ollie, so my odds were always pretty good. My heart would answer, well, although we may look and sometimes act quite differently at times, after 26 years of being at each other's sides, we share a connection that only brothers can. However, the answer is actually much simpler than this. I always knew I'd be Ollie's best man because he told me. In fact, he told me repeatedly from about the age of 10. What does this tell us about Ollie? Well, firstly, he wears his heart on his sleeve. Secondly, he's incredibly loyal. And lastly, he's been in search of a wife pretty much since he came out of the womb. So, nearly 6 years ago, during a weekend visit to Cheltenham, Ollie asked me if I'd like to meet Abby for lunch. I remember being immediately struck by how beautiful and down-to-earth she was. I left thinking, fair play to Ollie, he must be a better actor than I give him credit for. I wonder how long he can keep this up for. 6 years, apparently. But to be fair, Ollie, I think I was being a bit harsh. You're as honest as it gets, arguably to your own detriment sometimes. You're protective of those you love. You make me laugh more than anyone else, and you make me feel loved in a way that few can. So on reflection, I think that these are some inspiring qualities that make you a great partner. Maybe you weren't fooling at me 6 years ago.
Gemma, Will and Emily, you are all just such amazing friends to Abby. And you've also just been an amazing friend to me, so thank you. I know that Abby just really appreciates all of you and is very, very lucky to have you as her closest friends. Faith, the top dog of the bridesmaids, the chief. You have been like a sister-in-law to me from day one. You are honestly one of the funniest, most down-to-earth people that I have ever met, and you've never failed to make me laugh. Thank you. Thank you for always treating me like your own family, and I just want to say you are going to be a really cool auntie one day. Definitely. I give you this ring as a symbol of our love for each other and of our future married life. I promise to care for you with love and friendship, to support and comfort you through good times and through troubled times, to respect and cherish you, and to be faithful always. These promises I make to you for the rest of my life.
I give you this ring as a symbol of our love for each other and of our future married life. I promise to care for you
with love and friendship.
With love and friendship, to support and comfort you through good times and through troubled times, to respect and cherish you, and to be faithful always. These promises I make to you for the rest of my life.
Today marks a new beginning for you both as a married couple, and we hope you look back on this day with happiness, love and laughter. It now gives me great pleasure to be able to announce that you are now husband and wife. Congratulations.
Well, Sean and I could see Ollie loved Abby and their relationship blossomed. He proposed to her in July 2020, in between lockdowns, looking west to the sunset out at sea in Langland near Mumbles. Oh, how romantic. Well, Sean and I want to welcome Abby and her family to our family, and we're thrilled to have you as part of our family. So we have 2 sons, and we're excited about gaining a daughter now. Well, you look radiant, you look really happy, both of you, and we are thrilled to be sharing in your joyful day.
I've really loved getting to know you, and we've had some great times together. You're incredibly thoughtful. Birthdays have seriously got a lot better for me since Abby's joined the family. I've had some absolute zingers. You're loyal, you're kind, you're patient, and you're incredibly modest, which balances Ollie out very well. You must also be a genius, as I think you understand Ollie better than any of us. And I mean it when you say he's happiest when he's with you.
Mum and Dad, I wanted to say thank you for bringing me into this world and for all the love and support, both emotional and financial, over the years.
When Ollie was in year 10, he did his work experience in Cherry Orchard Primary School, near where we lived in Worcester. He absolutely loved it and had amazing feedback from the staff there. He just never looked back and knew this was his calling.
You have taught me how to show true love, emotional understanding and empathy to one another through your own marriage. And I hope that I'm able to do the same throughout my married life with Abby. You have made me the person that I am today. I have made both of you proud, and I love you both very, very much. Unfortunately, it's not been possible to have everyone we love here with us today. Nana and Papa, Grandma Eula and Grandpa, Grandad there, and our good friend Sam are certainly here with us in spirit, in our thoughts, but more importantly in our hearts.
Not everyone knows why Ollie chose to go into primary education. The common misconception is that Ollie loves nothing more than being the star of the show, which is true. So what could be better than having a captive audience who know no better than to hold on to your every word? However, Ollie did love something more than being the star of the show. Girls. Ollie's university research revolved around courses with the most favourable male to female ratios. Top of the list was the London School of Contemporary Dance, which, as you'll see later, clearly wasn't an option. Weighing in at number 2, with a female to male ratio of 11:1, was primary education, so off to Cheltenham Force. In 3 years of higher education, 3 big things changed for Ollie. He discovered beer, he became Robbie, not Ollie, and he met his future, now present wife, Abby. So how on earth did my brother, the Pooh Diary boy, manage to woo Miss Green, or Fifth Abby, as Ollie called her? Well, aside from, as someone here once put it, being full of confidence for no reason whatsoever. Cheers, man. Ollie was hugely assisted by the Brunswick boys, who performed what can only be described as a wingmanning masterclass.
Ollie, Ryan and Will, you boys are without a doubt the best friends that I could ever ask for. Even though we don't see each other very often, each time we do see each other, it's like we've never been apart, and we're still living in our final year uni house, playing a FIFA tournament until 2 o'clock in the morning. If that isn't a good sign of friendship, then I don't really know what is. It hasn't always been easy, especially after losing Sam. But I was so lucky, and I am so lucky to know that you boys are always there for me. Thank you, fellas. Lewis. My best man, my little big brother, and my best buddy. The only other person, probably alongside Abby, who knows me better than I know me. I am so lucky to have a big brother, just quite as special as you. And I could talk all day and night about you, but I am aware that people have put their taxis home at midnight. My favourite thing though is how we are so different, polar opposites in so many aspects of life, that we just get on like a house on fire. It is an honour to be able to say that my brother is my best friend. Thank you for always being there for me, no matter what. I love you, buddy.
The two of you have been on an amazing journey these last 6 years, graduating together, progressing through your careers and moving into a house of your own. It's been brilliant watching you grow together and shape each other. You've formed a fantastic partnership and you're clearly best friends.
I honestly don't even know where to start. You look just incredible today, and you once again made me realise that I am the luckiest man alive. You make me the happiest person in the world, and I'm so honoured that you have chosen me to be your husband. We have spent 5 years, 11 months and 4 days. Yes, I did some maths to work that out. And we spent that 5 years, 11 months and 4 days going on amazing adventures, laughing until our lungs hurt, dancing in the kitchen, and eating takeaway food until our bodies can't digest anymore. And throughout all of it, my love for you has just continued to grow and grow. But from today, we now have a lifetime of friendship ahead of us. More laughing till our lungs hurt, more dances in the kitchen, and I'm sure plenty more takeaways. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, to start a family with you, and grow old with you. But I know that with you by my side, no obstacle, no hurdle, no challenge will ever be too difficult to face, because you will be there, my wife, my rock, and my best friends. I love you. Everybody, please be upstanding and raise your glasses for one final toast to my beautiful wife, Abby.
Dwy galon, un dyhiad. Dwy dafod, ond un iaith. Dwy raff yn cydio'n ddolen. Dau enaid, ond un daith. Two hearts, one wish. Two tongues, but one language. Two ropes that join connected. Two souls, but one journey.